The tongue reaches the Brahmarandhra. 32. O sage, again by daily drawing it up for 6 months, it comes as far as the middle of the eyebrows and obliquely up to the opening of the ears. By gradual practice, it goes up to the root of the chin. 33. Then, with ease it goes up to the end of the hair of the head. In 3 years, it goes up obliquely to Sakha, some part below the skull, and downwards to the well of the throat. 34. It occupies Brahmarandhra. In another 3 years, without doubt, it stops there. Crosswise it goes up to the top of the head and downwards to the well of the throat. Gradually it opens the great adamantine door in the head. 35. One should perform the 6 sangas or parts of the Khetri Bija mantra by pronouncing it in 6 different intonations. In order to attain all the siddhis, one should do this. 36. Karanyasa or the motions of the fingers and hands in the pronunciation of the mantras should be done gradually. Karanyasa should never be done all at a time, because the body of one who does it all at once will soon decay. O best of the sages, little by little it should be practiced. 37. One should, when the tongue goes to the Brahmarandhra through the outer path, place the tongue after moving the bolt of Brahma. The bolt of Brahma cannot be mastered by the Devas. 38. On doing this with the point of the finger for 3 years, the yogi should make the tongue enter within. It enters the Brahmadvara or hole. On entering the Brahmadvara, one should practice well. 39. Even without Mathana, some wise yogis attain Siddhi. He also accomplishes it without Mathana, who is versed in Khetri mantra. One reaps the fruit soon by doing japa and Mathana. 40. The yogi should restrain his breath in his heart by connecting a wire made of gold, silver or iron with the nostrils by means of a thread soaked in milk. Sitting in a convenient posture, with his eyes concentrated between his eyebrows, he should perform Mathana slowly. 41. The state of Mathana becomes natural like sleep in children, within 6 months. It is not advisable to do Mathana always. It should be done once only in every month. The Urdhva Kundalini Yoga. 42. A yogi should not revolve his tongue in the path. 12 years of this practice will surely give the siddhi to the yogi. Then the yogi perceives the entire universe in his body as not being different from the Atman. 43. Chief of kings, this path of the Urdhva Kundalini or the higher Kundalini conquers the macrocosm. Here ends the 2nd chapter. Melana Mantra. 1. Melan Mantra. Hreem, Bham, Sam, Sham, Fam, Sam and Ksham. 2. The lotus-born Brahma said, among new moon, the first day of the lunar fortnight and full moon, O Shankara, which is spoken of as the mantra sign. In the first day of lunar fortnight and during new moon and full moon days, it should be made firm. There is no other way or time. Sense objects, manas and bandhana. 3. Through passion, a person longs for an object. He is infatuated with passion for objects. These two one should leave. The Niranjana or the stainless should be sought after. All that one thinks is favorable to oneself should be abandoned. 4. The yogin should keep the manas in the midst of Shakti, and the Shakti in the midst of manas. He should look into manas by means of manas. It is then that he leaves even the highest stage. 5. Manas alone is the bindu. It is a cause of creation and preservation. 6. Like curd from milk, it is only through manas that bindu is produced. The organ of manas is not that which is situated in the middle of bandhana. Bandhana is there where Shakti is between the sun and the moon. The entry into the Sukha Mandala. 7. The yogi should stand in the seat of bindu and close the nostrils, having known Sushumna and its bheda or piercing and making the Vayu go in the middle. 8. After knowing Vayu, the above-mentioned bindu and the Sattva Prakriti as well as the 6 chakras, one should enter the sphere of happiness, Sasarara or the Sukha Mandala. The 6 chakras. 9. There are 6 chakras. Muladhara is in the anus. Swadhisthana is near the genital organ. Manipurka is in the navel. Anahata is in the heart. 10. The Vishuddhi chakra is at the root of the neck. The 6th chakra, the Agya, is in the head, between the 2 eyebrows. 11. After gaining a knowledge of these 6 mandalas or spheres, one should enter the Sukh mandala, drawing up the Vayu and sending it upwards. 12. He becomes one with Brahmanda, the macrocosm, who practices thus the control of Vayu. Vayu, Bindu, Chitta, and Chakra should be mastered by him. Abhyasa and Brahma Janana. 13. Through Samadhi alone, the yogis attain the nectar of equality. 14. Without the practice of yoga, the lamp of wisdom does not arise, even as the fire latent in the sacrificial wood does not appear without churning. 15. The fire in a vessel does not shed light outside. But, when the vessel is broken, its light appears without. 16. One's body is called the vessel. The seat of that is the light or the fire within. When, through the words of a guru, the body is broken, the light of Brahmajna becomes resplendent. 17. One crosses the subtle body and the ocean of samsara, with the guru as the helmsman, and through the affinities of Abhyasa. The 4 kinds of Vak. 18. Sprouting in Para, Vak, power of speech, gives forth to leaves in Pasinti, buds forth in Madhyama and blossoms in Vaikhri. That Vak, earlier described, reaches the stage of the absorption of sound, reversing the above order, viz., beginning with Vaikhri, etc. 19. Para, Pasyanti, Madhyama and Vaikhri are the 4 kinds of Vak. Para is the highest of sounds. Vaikhri is the lowest of sounds. 20. Vak begins from the highest of sounds to the lowest, in evolution. 21. In involution it takes a reverse order in order to merge in Para or the highest subtle sound. 22. Anyone who thinks that the one who is the great lord of that Vak, the undifferentiated, the illuminator of that Vak is the self, such a person who thinks over thus, is never affected by words, high or low, good or bad. The absorption in Paramatman. 23. Through the absorption of their respective upadhis or vehicles, all these in turn are absorbed in the Pratyagatma, the 3 aspects of consciousness, Visva, Tesa, and Prajna in man, the 3, Virat, Hiranyagarbha, and Ishvara in the universe, the egg of the universe, the egg of man, and the 7 worlds. 24. Heated by the fire of Janana, the egg is absorbed with its Karana or cause, into Paramatman or the universal self. It becomes one with Parabrahman. 25. It is then neither steadiness nor depth, neither light nor darkness, neither describable nor distinguishable. That alone remains, which is the Venus or the Saturday. The essential nature of man. 26. Like a light in a vessel, the Atman is within the body, thus one should think. 27. Atman is of the dimensions of a thumb. It is a light without smoke. It is without form. It is shining within the body. It is undifferentiable and immortal. 28. The first 3 aspects of consciousness refer to the gross, subtle and Karana bodies of man. The second 3 aspects of consciousness refer to the 3 bodies of the universe. 29. In his formation, man is and appears as an egg, even as the universe is and appears as an egg. 30. During the states of waking, dreaming and dreamless sleep, the Vijnana Atma which dwells in this body is deluded by Maya. 31. But, after many births, owing to the effect of good karma, it wishes to attain its own essential state. 32. The inquiry sets in. Who am I? How has this stain of mundane existence come to me? In the dreamless sleep, what becomes of me who am engaged in business during both the states, waking and dreaming? 33. The Chidbhasa is the result of non-wisdom. It is burnt by the wise thoughts, even as a ball of cotton is burnt by fire, and also by its own supreme illumination. 34. The burning of the outer body is no burning at all. 35. Pratyagatma is in the Dahra, Akasha or the ether of the heart. It obtains when the worldly wisdom is destroyed, Vijnana, and diffuses itself everywhere and in an instant burns the two sheaths, Vijnanamaya and Manomaya. Then, it is he himself that shines always within. It shines like a light within a vessel. 36. Till sleep and till death, the Muni who contemplates thus should be known as a Jivan Mukta. Videha Mukti. 37. He has done what ought to be done. Therefore, he is a fortunate person. 38. Such a person attains Videha Mukti, having given up even the state of Jivan Mukti. 39. No sooner the body wears off, than he obtains the emancipation in a disembodied state, Videha Mukti. The state, as if of moving in the air, he gains. Non-dual Brahman. 40. After that alone remains. That is the soundless, the touchless, the formless and the deathless. 41. That is the rasa or the essence. It is eternal and orderless. It is greater than the great. It has neither beginning nor end. It is the permanent, the stainless and the decayless. Thus ends the Yoga-Kundalini Upanishad.